Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Husna and I'm from class 3A, and in this video I want to explain about technology and its use in education. There are several best practices for using technology with IELTS. This act of using technology will provide realistic motivation for content teachers to continue to integrate technology into the classroom. Now you're a student. In order to use IT sustainable in lesson, it is important to familiarize yourself with your students. Familiarity with technology. Most students will easily text friends on their cell phones or figure out how to access social network sites like download music to their iPods and MP3 players, but this doesn't necessarily mean they are techno-literate. Students sometimes have an unhealthy aversion to anything educational, so one cannot assume that students will automatically know how to create a PowerPoint, podcast, or website, even though they may happily download podcasts and surf the internet. Choosing materials. Excellent instructional technology for casing authentic materials as well as creating original resource. As teacher, we need to be aware of creating assignment that suits students in terms of their learning potential and level of computer literacy. Urban suggests that using IT materials that are purposeful and contextual allows students to apply their knowledge of the word to content and language learning tests. For IELTS in the pre-production stage, level 1, choosing a technology that supports text with image such as photo, graphics, or charts is highly recommended as it connects the text with its visual representation and act the same as a monochronic device. And then the second, for IELTS in early production stage, level 2, in addition to those registered for IELTS level 1, choose IT that promotes vocabulary, grammar, and listening masters such as practice builders as well as digital stories, audio podcasts, and online video. YouTube recommended as well. IELTS will go through a period of silence while learning English. And the third, for IELTS at the intermediate fluency stage, level 3, in addition to those listed for IELTS level 1 and 2, it is important to use IT that promotes speaking, reading and writing skills such as synchronous verbs, text elaborated online, and process writing tools. And then the last, for emerging speech text stage IELTS level 4, in addition to those listed for level 1, 2, and 3 IELTS, it is important to promote CAL IELTS. In other words, the subject-specific language skills, the IT that will naturally support this in the tools that work in conjunction with each other. Students working with technology. One of the biggest challenges of integrating technology into classroom work is the shift in the role of teachers. Technology-enhanced classrooms have been found to promote discovery learning autonomy, and learner-centeredness. Students not only write the text but also change the rules of writing the text. In other words, the new IT creates new possibilities of student institutions. Language use. Research in language learning and the use of IT in classroom has beneficial effect on second language development, especially in network collaborative interaction. The use of email, bulletin boards, and chat rooms has been found to promote lively exchange between native and non-native speakers in addition to encouraging scaffolding of ideas and grammar. More importantly, using IT to encourage collaborative communication among students has been shown to promote proficiency in all language skills: speaking, writing, reading, and listening, including intercultural communication. In an interesting study, Lotterington and Shu investigate computer-mediated communication between English and Chinese speakers using instant messaging. Their analysis found that second language learners were highly creative in their use of spelling, word order, discourse, and sociocultural conversation, a clear indication that the use of instructional technology for communicative purpose promote language play, an important factor in second language development. Challenge of technology use in classroom. Whenever one works with IT, one needs to be aware of potential frustrations and how to avoid them. At its most basic level are technical difficulties, which frustrate the teachers more than anything else. Another potential problem situation, especially one that can create a classroom management situation, is when the teacher asks students to visit a website to do research and many links on the website are broken, or when the student is ready to use a particular online tool and the server hosting the website is down. Unexpected events like this can easily upset or frustrate students. To reduce such avoidable frustration early, planning is key. Always check the technology, hardware, and software first before you enter the classroom to teach. Today, with websites like YouTube, large accessible students and teachers contain video material. For else, seeing a person during a communicative act aids understanding of the scaffold as the ills will also look at the person's body language and facial expression to help encode the meaning of the message. For example, seeing the following textual interaction via email. As noted above, providing curriculum time for students to tinker with new IT is essential before they are expected to undertake assignment using it. Students should not only be trained on the use of the new program, but also they should be informed about running of its use. Another challenge that may concern many teachers hoping to incorporate IT into their classrooms is the issue of classroom control. In the traditional classroom, the teacher is the center of teaching and learning. Thus, it is easy for the teacher to monitoring what is happening in the classroom. That's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.